Alright, we're going to try and do this faded plunge line here. I have my rough, these are pre-heat treat grind. What you do is you can mark where you want your fade to be, your actual plunge line after heat treat. At the apex, draw a line straight down to the blade. That's where you'll start your pre-heat treat grind. I'm only going to come back about halfway of that on this one because this hadn't been heat treated yet, and I still want to be able to do the fade after heat treat. But this will give you a hopefully it'll give you a better understanding of the faded plunge line if I can get it done. Alright, let's start. I'm using an 8-inch wheel, Bird King 2x72 variable speed. You want to run it slow. Take your time. Let the belt grind. All right, here we go. I don't know if you can see the overhang. The overhang is hardly any on this side. It's pretty much flush. This side I have about a 1/16 of an inch. I'm going to start on this side, pulling to the left. So I'm going to overhang the belt probably about 3/16 of an inch or so. and we'll get started. Like I said, I'll start about halfway, and as I make a cut, I'll show the camera. You want to hold your blade square to the wheel and parallel. You don't want to go in like this or like this. You'll gouge it, or you'll go in too deep here and it won't be a nice fade. All right, here we go. I'm gonna hold it light. Start light and build pressure as you go out. It won't take a lot. Just nip at it. Oh, and one thing, when you hit, start moving. When it hits, you're moving. See how it's got that arc? I'll hit here and I'll continue moving out. There's no line there where I stopped. This is going to be a short fade. See how it's just climbing up? See, it's not as drastic there at the top. Still a little square right here. We'll get it nice and radiused. See, starting to get a little bit more radius up there in that corner. See, slowly getting there. A little bit here, a little bit there. Hit it, look at it. Hit it, look at it. Then once you get a nice radius, go ahead and run it down the blade. As you can see different pockets on this because I'm trying to go so high with an 8-inch wheel. Once I get that nice and established, I'll come back and blend all this down here. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but See, they're nice and blended up here. Just have a little bit down here on the edge. You can see that line that's running down it, about 1/8 of an inch or so. And always remember, while you're blending, hit and run, hit and run. Don't stop, because if you stop, you'll put a hard line. You put a hard line here. Always hit and run down the blade. Alright. That is what we'd call a faded plunge. Let me see if I can get it to focus good on it. See how it's a nice fade? It just radiuses into it. Versus, even though that's round at the top, it's still got a hard line here. So it's not as faded as that. It's got a nice radius to it. Nice radius to this. Everything looks good. It's nice and blended. There's no lines. It's not as hard as you think. It just takes time and takes practice. If you have any other questions, let me know. I'll be happy to answer.